A powerful storm recently swept through the Mecca, bringing torrential rain, strong winds and a thunderstorm to one of the Islam's holiest sites. The dramatic weather conditions produced images, chaos and confusion around the Kaaba. The sacred black cap in the center of the Grand Mosque was flooded with water. Footage circulated on social media showed pilgrims holding into each other in strong winds right through the open square. Some were forced to seek shelters inside the mosque as heavy rain turned to normally tranquil space into a sweeping pool of water. The storm hit Mecca unexpectedly interrupted everything. Players to worshippers struggled to keep their balances in the face of elements. Despite the intensity of the storm, authorities reported that one of them was injured, although some pilgrims experienced minor discomfort and shocked clothing. However, concerns have been raised about the era preparedness for such extreme weather events, especially as the around Hajj pilgrims are approaching, during which millions of Muslims gathered in the city. Local authority responded quickly, deployed teams to manage the situation, including standing water as soon as the rain subsided. Saudi Civil Defense issued a warning, urged residents to pilgrims to be careful and avoid areas prone to flooding. The storm also caused temporary disruption to fly and to and from Mecca airport, located near the city, but operations resumed when conditions improved. While storms are not uncommon in Mecca, the intensity of the event was impressive. Climate scientists attributed such extreme weather events to both climate change patterns to be could lead to more unpredictable weather events in traditionally dry regions such as the Arabian Peninsula. The Grand Mosque, which houses in the Kaaba, is considered the holiest site in Islam and visited a million pilgrims every year. For many, despite the devastation, the storm was reminding of powerful of nature, reinforcing the scene of spiral humidity that's central to pilgrimage. The storm has now passed and the mosque has returned to normal. However, the event has sparked discussion about the need to schedule infrastructure to better protect worshippers from future weather disasters, especially as global climate change continues to change. Recently, Mecca was hit a severe storm that swept through the city and affected worshippers at the Grand Mosque, home of the Kaaba. The unexpected storm brought heavy rain, strong winds and lightning, tuning the normally peaceful holy site in the scene of intensity, activity and anxiety. As the storm approached, dark clouds hung over the Mecca, casting an ominous shadow over the Kaaba. Soon the rain began to fall in torrents, flooding the large marble courtyard surrounding the holy site. Pilgrims dressed in simple white clothes worn during prayers and pilgrimage sought shelters as the site grew stronger. Videos were circulated online showing umbrellas and plastic cover blame blow away, and some pilgrims holding into each other sound to themselves to they struggled against the force of the storm. The sudden change in the weather took many by surprise, especially since the region is known for this unusually dry climate. Mecca, located in the highest region of Saudi Arabia, rarely experienced such of heavy rainfall, and intensity of the storm raised immediately safety concerns. Despite the downpour, some worshippers continued their tawaf rituals. The 10-foot circumambulation in the Kaaba, while others sought shelters under the mosque massive columns. The Grand Mosque Authority acted quickly, mobilized clean crews and to clear the flooded courtyard. Modern drainage system designed to deal with the storm floods was used, but the large amount of the water made the task difficult. Security personnel were deployed to ensure the safety of pilgrims and to control the crowd. People tried to leave the mosque to take refuge in the interior. The serious casualties were reported, although several pilgrims sustained minor injuries due to splitting on being knocked down by the wind. Emergency service remained to high alert through the storm, and additional medical teams were deployed nearby. The Saudi Civil Defense issued a warning for the social media, advised to residents, to pilgrims and avoid low-lying area prone to flooding to be careful when walking outdoors. The storm also affected transportation to and from Mecca, with the several flights deployed nearby King International Airport due to severe weather conditions. Pilgrims arrived the bus and car forces traffic disruption as some roads in the city were temporarily flooded. The storm has drawn attention. The border issue, a home climate change, is affected weather patterns around the world, including on the Arabian Peninsula. Although storm is infrequent in Mecca, when they do occur, they can be particularly devastating due to the city and quiet geological location. The religion significant. Experts suggest that the weather events in the region may become frequent in the intense in the future and the global temperature rise, prompting increasing resilience and preparedness in the city like Mecca. For the pilgrims, the storm was a separate reminder for the powerful of nature. Many shared their experience it on social media with the sun presenting of even and spiritual test, reflecting on how it depended for their faith. Others noted on symbolic nature of the storm, which occurred at a time when the millions of Muslims around the world were predicting of important religion celebrations. The Kaaba, located in the center of Grand Moscow, the great religion's important the center of Muslims' prayer and pilgrims. Pilgrims come from and over the world to perform the Hajj and Umrah, rituals on the center of Islamic faith. Any disturbance on the sacred site caused a deep resonance in the Muslim community. In the aftermath of the storm, discussions have intensified about the infrastructure around Moscow and whether further improvement to needed to cope with the further weather challenges. In recent years, the Saudi government has invested heavily in expanding and moderating the Grand Moscow complex in efforts to accommodate the growing number of pilgrims. However, even such in his storm underscore the importance of such places and equipment to withstand natural disaster and extreme weather conditions. Mecca, Saudi Arabia. In unprecedented turn of events, the firestorm swept through the holy city of Mecca last night, bringing with the heavy rain and powerful winds. The city, which home with the Kaaba, the most sacred site in Islam, witnessed a natural spectacle and left thousands in a wave of prayers. The storm began in the late evening just as the sun had set over of minarets of the Grand Moscow. Dark clouds gathered rapidly, obscuring the state as a pilgrim and residents alike looked on. The wind, which reached speed up of over 18 km/h, caused minor damage of structure, disrupted outdoor activities. However, the Kaaba, situated at the heart of the Grand Moscow, remained untouched to stand fast. It is a symbol of enduring faith and still of natural turmoil. Emergency services were quick to respond, ensuring the safety and residence the thousands of pilgrims present in the city of Umrah. Our top priority in the safety in the pilgrims and the residents of Mecca, said a spokesman, the local authority. We have taken all necessary precautions and closely monitoring the situation. The Saudi Meteorological Authority reported that the way weather with strongest storm in the region indicates it highly usual for Mecca to experience such severe weather at the time of year, explaining a meteorologist from the authority. Climate change and the shifting weather patterns are likely contributing factors in unprecedented events. Despite the severity of the storm, the spirit of the people in Mecca remained unbroken. Many took to social media shared the winches and window in the rain-descended city with the Kaaba strangely recently in the background. A scening sacred structure and elevated the street in the air, and sketching was the powerful reminder of the faith of preparedness. As the storm passed the city, slowly returned in unusual rhythm with the streets around the Grand Moscow bustling with the activities. Pilgrims resumed their rituals circulating the Kaaba at Tasman in the unwavering devotion. The authority have announced that the cleanup operations are underway and have advised cautions the city recover from the storm impact. Meanwhile, meteorologists are closely monitoring the weather patterns and other further unexpected developments. In the face of nature mind, the Kaaba stood and becomes hope and resilience, and born enduring spirit of millions who turn towards and play each day.